That's all it is.
Let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about Trump. You know, Trump was not too far up the road here, maybe an hour or two, whatever, not even. He was recent president of the United States, obviously.
Yep.
You know, we talked about this in 2019.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on what happened in 2020 with Trump, the election, all that stuff?
So I was a big Trump fan, but I have to admit, and I have to be completely pragmatic. As much as I am a pro-Trump guy, as much as I'm not democratic in any way, I have to hand it to the Democrats. They are petulant like children, and they are bitter like women. You know, they say, no, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. When the Democrats have power, they use it. They squeeze all of their political opponents. They just arrested, Rudy, for no reason? They raided his apartment.
Yep.
They will do anything they can, even after they win, in their power, to find anyone who ever tried to question their power and destroy them. Yep. And Trump didn't do it. Yeah. Trump was too nice. He thought, oh, I've won now. I know these people are crazy. But he just thought, I guess he was, I wouldn't say Trump made a mistake, but certainly he looked at the tiger and thought, oh, the tiger's behind that wall, it's fine. He should have shot it in the head. He should have put Hillary's ass in jail. Yeah. He should have gone for it, but he didn't. And maybe Trump knows things we don't know.
Sure.
I'd actually like to believe that the reason Trump conceded so easily is because he knows things we don't know. The powers behind the world who allowed it all came and sat down with him and said, listen, Mr. Trump, you can lose this election and go back to Mar-a-Lago, or you can lose this election, kick up a fuss, and end up in jail. For one way or another, or worse. We're going to find something. We're going to raid every single property. We're going to destroy your. If you forensically analyze a full-grown man's life, you're going to find something, right? When that's your intention, that's what they're going to do. You're going to lose all your properties. You're going to lose your family legacy. You're going to lose everything if you don't shut up. That's kind of why he just kind of vanished, I think. And for now, and hopefully, he has the intention of coming back, et cetera, et cetera. But the democratic systems are so powerful, and they're powerful because the left are so petulant, they'll stick together no matter what. They'll defend their own no matter what. You can be high on fentanyl and point a gun at a pregnant woman. You are still a hero in the eyes of the left. You're a saint because they will defend their own no matter what. And on the right, we don't do that. Yeah. We don't do that. And if we're not going to do that, we're not going to win because we're not united. So that's what it is. So if what Trump should have done in his presidency, I'd like to think if he would go back in time, he would have done what the Democrats are now doing and just went for it.
Cracking skulls,
Just cracking skulls. That's what you should have done.
Now, how do you feel about Trump 2024 running again?
I would love for Trump to win in 2024, but I no longer have any faith in any electoral system on the planet. If they'll which they did, I'm not going to even say maybe, they did. We all know that the election for the number one most democratic, most powerful nation in the world. You think that all the elections in the world are? You know what's funny? Myanmar recently had a military coup. I don't know if you guys know this. Myanmar, about 2 months ago, the military took over the country. And when the military took over the country, they were citing the reason was electoral fraud. And they were saying that the elections are fraudulent and we are taking back the country, blah, blah, blah. I looked into it. It was like 51%, 49% for years throughout the 70s and 80s and 90s. Then Bill Clinton went over there, became friends with one party, and ever since it's been 80%, 20%, 80%, 20%. They use Dominion voting machines, or Dominican, whatever his voting machines. Now I know that's rigged.
It's a coincidence.
It's a rig. That's not a coincidence. The military said, no, we're tired of this. America's controlling our country, and they're rigging the election. So the military took it back. Now I don't believe in any election. I don't believe in any of them anymore. So if Trump runs, it's nothing to do with how many votes he gets. Unfortunately, that's the case. I think Stalin said it during communism. It doesn't matter who casts the votes. It matters who counts the votes.
Yeah, it's one big chess game.
Yeah, so how can Trump run and win when they'll just what can he do? They'll just in broad daylight. No one did shit. There was a little incident in Washington, D.C., and everyone had a panic attack. Yeah. That was nothing compared to what the left would have done the other way around. Yep. If the left had obviously had an election, this entire fucking country would be on fire. Yep. All of it. But the other way around, nothing, because the right-wing people are logical, sensible individuals. We're not petulant. We're not emotional enough to go out and start setting everything on fire. And unfortunately, in the reality of the world, the savage often wins for that reason. Yeah. This is how the reality works. This is unfortunate. So Trump can win, and Trump can get a ton of votes, but the other I don't think he stands a chance. There's no way they worked that hard to get rid of him to let him win again. I really believe that. They thought he was smoked with Hillary. He won. They couldn't believe it, and they thought, okay, he cannot win again. When Joe Biden won the nomination, Tristan goes, oh, Trump's going to win again. And I said, I have just lost all hope in Trump winning. And he goes, why? I said, they just invented the Russia collusion. They've had a full-on panic attack these years because Trump wasn't president. You think they're going to put some senile old man up there to get landslided and do nothing? You think they're not going to give him some kind of they're going to put Sleepy Joe up there to get whooped? No way. As soon as they said Sleepy Joe, I was like, no. I think I tweeted out, or Tristan put a tweet on Twitter about it. Yeah. He said, I wanted to put money on Trump, and Andrew wouldn't let me. He said it was and I didn't believe, and Andrew called it. I knew. I just knew. As soon as they said Joe Biden, I was like, this is over.
Here's the question. How much longer do you think Biden will be president? A few months, year, what?
Kamala is that exact woman everyone hates.
Nasty woman.
She's that exact character on every level that black people, white people, Chinese people, everybody just looks at her and thinks you're a cunt. Am I allowed to say that word?
Who cares?
Okay. So, but she is. No, she's the least likable individual. She's so unlikable as an individual. And yeah, soon she's going to be president.
Who's worse, Kamala or Hillary?
Oh.
Who would you fuck first, Kamala or Hillary?
Last two women in the threesome, bro. Let me just get it over with, right? Let me get it over with. Let's go hard.
Pretty good.
Yeah, but
oh,
just I don't know. And this is why I say when I say America's failed, even though I am enjoying Florida, even though we do have war room events here, I say it's failed because on so many levels, the average American has lost control of his own life. You've lost control of your own your vote. Isn't that sad? But the IRS will come along and say, pay us, pay us, pay us. And then you'll finally get up. You're once every 4 years and you get your chance and you'll go and vote and they'll just go, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. You have to admit it's bullshit.
I agree.